Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Blitz Week 4. I'm being taped from the MFR. Hope everyone's having a great week so far. I'm really having a hard time recovering from last weekend. I went on a little bit of a bender. So let's give you some news and a recap of Week 3. I went 6-5 last week. Not my best week, obviously, but I was still over 500. So for the year, I'm 15-13. Got a lot of picks this week, a lot of good games. Want to give a shout out to the TV show MASH. This week is the 40th year anniversary for MASH. Great show, one of my dad's favorite shows. So, but now let's get the football. MASH is over. Top 20 losses, 4 of them this week. Number 2 USC to Stanford. Michigan State got dominated by Notre Dame. The Gobblers of Tech lost to Pitt. Fuck, dude. Tennessee loses to UF. Probably the games of the week. USC Stanford, great game. Not a lot of scoring, but great game. And I'm going to give the Gators another run, another woohoo, I guess. They beat Tennessee. Second half, they were stronger than, looks like they wore down Tennessee and beat them. Great game for Muschamp, great game for Driscoll, great game for the Gators if you're a Gator fan. I'm not. Penn State wins its first game under Coach Bill O'Brien. Good job, Penn State. And I want to give a couple shout outs to some Florida boys that are getting some national recognition of Geno Smith and Teddy Bridgewater. Geno Smith for West Virginia and Teddy Bridge for Louisville. Good quarterbacks. I wish some of the Florida teams would have taken a chance on them. So let's go through the top 10. Bama won. The new top 10 because we have a lot of upsets. So Bama number 1, LSU number 2, Oregon 3, Florida State 4. The Dogs jump over Oklahoma, who was idle. So the Dogs are 5, Oklahoma 6. The Gamecocks are at 7, West Virginia 8. Stanford moved all the way up to number 9, beating USC, and Clemson at 10. Other notables: UF, the Gators, is number 14. Michigan is 18. Michigan State, after dropping to Notre Dame, is 21. And Vatech drops out of the top 25 after losing to Pitt. Week 3, let's get right into it. You're going to have the NFL, on Thursdays. That's going to compete with the Thursday night game. But let me tell you something. The noon games and the happy hour games, they're okay. They're going to get you through the day on Saturday. But it's the prime time games that you really want to pay attention to. So let's go to Thursday and Friday. Thursday and Friday, NFL starts first. The New York Football Giants and Eli take on Carolina and Cam Newton on the NFL Network. New York's beat up. Cam's pretty good. We'll find out what happens. But let's get back to college. BYU takes on Boise State in the Smurf Turf up in Boise, Idaho. No, Idaho, on ESPN. Friday, kind of an easy day. Let's take it easy Friday. Baylor, no RG3, who cares, against the monster killer Louisiana Monroe on ESPN. They didn't beat Auburn last week, but oh well. So Saturday nooner games. 10 a.m. game day live from Tallahassee. Kirk's going to be banging FSU co-eds everywhere. Then you're going to have Kentucky versus the Gators. It shouldn't be a big game. UAB, Ohio State. Vatech tries to rebound against Bowling Green. And Maryland takes on West Virginia. The happy hour. U takes on the Ramblin' Wreck of Georgia Tech. And that option offense. Miami's going to be without Denzel Perryman, their starting linebacker, probably their best linebacker. That's going to hurt them against that running game. Missouri is going to travel against the Gamecocks. We'll see if Missouri's James Franklin, the quarterback, plays. He might not. But we know the redneck powder, Connor Shaw, is going to be playing for the Gamecocks. Also, Eastern Michigan takes on Michigan State. USF Bulls try to rebound against Ball State. Let's see how that goes. Primetime games. All right, look. Normally I have 2 TV alerts and all this crap. Go to a bar. Go to a sports bar. There are tons of games. Tons of good games on. You need tons of TVs. I think we're going to be at Monk's this Saturday night. It's going to start out with LSU against Auburn when I pee. At 7, Michigan versus Notre Dame. Can Notre Dame dominate the whole state of Michigan? They beat Michigan State last week. Why not beat Michigan this week? Vandy takes on UGA. It could be a better game than you think. Here's one that you kind of don't want to miss. K-State against Oklahoma. Bill Snyder versus Bob Stoops. Colin Klein versus Laron Landry. No. Landry Jones. That's that guy's name. Can Oklahoma stop Kansas State's running game? We'll find out. Can K-State stop Oklahoma's passing game? Again, we'll find out. Then we get to my main game, wearing my Jimbo shirt, my Bobby Bowden ball behind me. You'll see it. Number 10 Clemson against number four FSU. It's revenge game number 2 for FSU. There are going to be over 50 recruits at this game. One huge weekend for Jimbo. They win and the recruits are there. This could be one of the dynasty, marking the dynasty that could happen on in the future with all those recruits. Can Florida State stop Sammy Watkins? He smoked a lot of dope over the summer, it sounded like, and got busted, but he's back. But he played against Furman. So if all those games are a blowout, and you really want to get your testosterone flying, UFC 152, John Bones Jones takes on Victor Belfort. And late night, don't miss this game. Arizona versus Oregon. Going to be a good game. Here are my picks. The New York Football Giants over Carolina. Boise State over BYU. Ohio State over UAB. Va-Tech over Bowling Green. The Gators over Kentucky. Georgia Tech over DU. Michigan State over Eastern Michigan. Gamecocks over Missouri. Notre Dame over Michigan. UGA over Vandy. Oklahoma over K-State. FSU over Clemson. John Bones knocks out Belfort. And Oregon over Arizona. Arizona, that was a tough one. Rich Rod's back in Arizona, running some spreads. But I'm thinking Oregon's going to take it. Alright, so last week's movie quote was, "That's what I love about these high school girls, man. I get older, they say the same age." That was from Dazed and Confused. Matthew McConaughey said it. Come on, people. Classic movie. So this week, here it is. I'm going to read it. "I'm afraid I'm going to have to pull rank on you. I don't want to have to do this. I'm with the Mattress Police. There are no tags on these mattresses." What movie? So, I'm going to say goodbye, and I want to thank everybody, but if you're a driver, use your turn signal, and use it correctly, please. So, we're getting into season. People need to start using their turn signal correctly. It's bugging the shit out of me. Stay green, drink responsibly, turn on, tune in, and drop out. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend. Monks, be at Monks for the game.